So we're coming off of an absolutely monstrous week for the stock market. And guys, this upcoming week might be another big one. We have 5 companies to break down in this video, all of which are reporting earnings this week. So we have to break down the estimates, charts I'm looking at, and of course, my thoughts overall with these companies. And we'll also break down the indexes. But first, guys, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe and get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks and a $30 cash reward. And fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks. And overall, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY. Just use that link down below or simply go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Get your free stocks. And with that being said, cheers. Let's get right into the video. So, guys, we are getting into another big week for the stock market after we got a massive move last week, right? We all know Donald Trump's going to be the next president in the United States. That popped the stock market. And we also got a 25 basis point rate cut last week, which, well, also popped the stock market, right? We hit an all-time high on Friday on the S&P 500. NASDAQ did as well. I believe the Dow Jones did as well. So literally 3 indexes hit all-time highs on Friday. And it's been crazy times. It's been crazy times for the stock market. Obviously, like I said, Trump is the new president. We got the 25 basis point rate cut. And on top of that, we've been in the midst of earnings season. We just got the big tech numbers a couple days ago, or about 10 days ago, whatever. We have a lot of other companies reporting earnings. And man, it is, crazy times. And the stock market just keeps on pushing, right? Like I said, all-time highs were just hit for the S&P, for the Dow, for the NASDAQ, and the Russell is well on its way to all-time highs as well. We're about 50, 60 points away on the Russell, so we're dominating across the board, and the VIX is coming down to healthy levels. VIX is at 14 to 15 right now, which right before the election, it was at, I think, 22. Low mid-20s on the VIX, so that's come down a good chunk. That's a good sign heading into this week. So let's get into it. Let's break down these 5 companies, 5 stocks I'm watching, all of which are reporting earnings this week. So number 1 is Shopify, ticker symbol SHOP. Shopify stock is trading at $87 per share right now, and this thing, well, has been breaking out, and we've covered it and called it out time and time again here on the YouTube channel, guys. We can see recently, I guess not too recent, but about a month and a half ago, we had Shopify break out of $78 dollars, not 88. $78. We broke out of there, which was the high from the beginning of May. Then we filled the gap to $84, which was the high from the end of March. And guys, look at this. After we filled the gap there, we chopped around a little bit for about a month and a half, whatever, in that channel. And now clearly, Shopify's breaking out. We're breaking out of $84, $83.50. And now it looks like we're well on our way to filling the next gap here, which if I pull up the 1-year chart, you guys can see we hit $91 about a year ago, February of 2024. So that could be where this slowly but surely starts to fill the gap here in the short term. We're at 87 for right now, and we're close. We're about $4 or $5 away from filling that gap. So earnings are coming up on Shopify, for Shopify on let's see, the 12th, which is on what? The 10th is Sunday, 11th is Monday, 12th is Tuesday. So Tuesday in the morning, we are getting Shopify's earnings, and they're projecting EPS of 37 cents versus 32 cents from last year, not bad, on revenue of $2.93 billion. And keep in mind, guys, this stock is up about 80% off the lows. We're not necessarily priced to perfection, I would say, because the stock is still down big time from all-time highs, and I still think it's a decent value here. But keep in mind, it has come up 80% off the lows. We are arguably a bit overbought right now on the RSI, so watch out for it heading into this week. Any sign of a pullback after earnings, before earnings, will be interesting. After earnings especially, because I like waiting till earnings come out. I want to see the numbers, the guidance before trading a stock. Call me crazy. I know a lot of you guys out there, you like gambling on earnings. I'm just not one of those guys. I used to be. Lost a lot of money in my early days trading, but now I've learned my lesson. I don't mess around with earnings, so we're going to wait till after the company reports, and we'll see. So that's Shopify. We also have Home Depot this week. They're projecting EPS of $3.64 versus $3.81 from last year. So EPS is contracting. It's down a little bit year over year on revenue of $39.13 billion. Not bad, guys. We can see Home Depot is looking good on the charts, right? We're continuing an uptrend. We're breaking out of the moving averages as of last week. Thursday, Friday, we built up some nice momentum, and it looks like we are breaking out of this 403 to 404 resistance. We closed above 405 on Friday. So, guys, we're building up momentum here on Home Depot, HD, and I wouldn't be surprised if this were to start breaking out towards 410, 415, 420, with 421 being the most recent high from, it looks like, when was that? The beginning of October, so about a month ago we hit that point. So Home Depot's reporting earnings on Tuesday, I believe, as well. Tuesday morning, same day as Shopify. And Home Depot, like I said, they're doing 364 projected on revenue of $39.13 billion. Let's see. I'm going to set my alert at 407 for now. Mark is at or above, and we'll see how much, momentum, if any, it builds if it breaks 407. So that's Home Depot. We also have Spotify this week, not to be confused with Shopify. Both of them are this week. So Spotify is at a high on the 4-hour chart here. It looks like it might be an all-time high, right? Yeah, we just hit an all-time high for the first time since 2021 on Spotify, guys. Looks like just this past week we hit that all-time high, which is awesome. So, yeah, it took about 3.5 years to get back to all-time highs, but Spotify did it, guys, heading into earnings, which are on, let's see here, the 12th, on Tuesday after the bell. So all of these so far are on Tuesday, 2 in the morning. This one's after the bell. And, yeah, this one's at all-time highs now. Uptrend looks amazing. So it's going to be tough trading this. I'm not going to lie. It might already be priced to perfection. So we'll see, how the earnings move the stock. But they're projected $1.86 earnings per share versus 36 cents from last year. So very good year-over-year improvement on revenue of $4.34 billion versus $3.68 billion from last year. That'd be growth around 18% year-over-year. Pretty good growth there for Spotify. And again, it's kind of hard to trade this thing because it is at all-time highs, but any sign of a pullback post-earnings on good earnings, I'm going to consider it as a trade. And before we talk about the next stock here, guys, make sure to sign up to the email list. It's completely free. Every Monday, I'm sending out my top 3 stocks for the week, right? So if you guys want to see my breakdowns every Monday for free, right to your email, check out the link in the description box. Put your first name, put your email address in there, and you won't regret it, guys. And again, it's free. And if you want to support the channel, a bit further, it's not free, but you get a bunch of value. Check out the Patreon. I'm building out a real money private portfolio. There's also a Discord. You get my charts and ideas for free, or not for free, but for a fee. I'm confusing these guys. But yeah, if you want to be a part of the Patreon, that's down below as well. StockSurfest.com/Patreon. So Disney, DIS, they're also this week, and this stock has slowly been reversing. We were downtrending for a good part of the year from 123 to 82. Then we found a bit of a bottom. Now we are reversing. We have a golden cross. We're moving above the moving averages, heading into earnings here, which are on Thursday in the morning, the 14th of November. So, guys, Disney looks interesting. You know, it broke out of the moving averages. I'm not in the stock anymore. I'll be honest. I sold out of Disney. I think it was a couple months ago. Earlier this year, I let it go. I let it loose. After years of owning it, I made some money on it. But honestly, guys, it's been quote-unquote dead money for a couple of years now. So I'm not in it right now. Maybe we'll get back into it. But yeah, Disney's this week on Thursday. It's slowly reversing, a bit promising here, but it's just not the company it used to be in terms of the numbers it produces, right? The growth numbers, the the profitability. Either way, EPS estimate is $1.10 versus 82 cents from last year on revenue of $22.44 billion versus $21.24 billion from last year, up 5.6%. year over year. That's the projection. Pretty slow growth for the company, but it's still a great business, still a great brand. It's just that, I've been holding it for such a long time, made a little money on it, made some gains on it, but I really want to see some more momentum before I get back into it, because look, if you look at the max chart, guys, this has been flat for about a decade now. It's pretty crazy. So DIS, keep your eyes on it. And last but not least, guys, a small company but worth watching, SoundHound AI. And this stock has been breaking out the last couple of days. And it looks like now with last week's trading session, right, we have broken out of the highs, not only from the end of October, but also from back in August, from back in July, from back in May. So we are now breaking out to multi-month highs on SoundHound AI stock. SOUN is the ticker. And they're on Tuesday. After the bell, they're reporting earnings, and they're projecting EPS of -7 cents versus -9 cents from last year on revenue of just a hair over $23 million. Nothing crazy. Again, the company is smaller compared to all the ones we talked about today, much smaller, but it doesn't mean it doesn't need to be watched. It has to be watched, and the momentum's building up. Clearly, like I said, we're breaking out. So keep your eyes on SoundHound AI, guys, and all of these other stocks. We're heading into a big week, and you guys got to subscribe because we're making a bunch of content this week on all these stocks plus more. So make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and get your free stocks from Moo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks and a $30 cash reward. And fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks. And overall, for now, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1%. APY, which, guys, this is a no-brainer. So check out the link down below or go to StockSurfest.com/Moo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.